Come have a seat with me. We are going to talk about recovering our arms and hands. I have melt balls, I have suction cup, and I have a power dot. These are three of my favorite things that I use to keep my arms in a healthy rotation of recovery. Nothing is a replacement for sleep and food. So if you're not eating and you're not sleeping, you're not going to be recovering. But, okay, people ask, how do I continue to do aerial as old as I am? I'm a geriatric aerialist at 45, and I pay careful attention to my recovery. That's the answer. I train smart and I recover hard. So I am going to show you how I use this. It's a little suction cup, little cupping. You can get a set of cupping cups. And I'm going to place the suction on the meaty part of my muscle belly. And then for forearms, I like to press down. What this does is it stretches the muscle up, promotes blood flow to your muscles that you're working super hard. And it gives them a stretch. So you can just kind of let that sit there. It works a lot better if you put some oil on your arms. On the front part, we're going to start at the elbow and move to wrist. On the bottom part of our arm, we're going to go the opposite direction. We're going to start not quite to the wrist. We're going to start where your muscle gets meaty. And then we're going to go up toward the elbow. I want to go through these things quickly for you. You can take as much time as you need at home to go through these things. This chunk of muscle right here is one that always gets overtaxed. So I like to let the cup sit there. And then we're just going up. This is fantastic. You can do this to shoulders as well. You can do this to all sorts of muscles. But this little cup is one of my absolute favorites for my arms. Just put a little oil on your arms and go at it. These are melt balls, and I won't go through a whole melt session here. I highly recommend you find someone who is certified to teach melt specifically and learn the hand treatments and purchase a set for yourself. But these, one is soft, one is hard. And then you have little ones. One is hard and one is soft. And I go through a whole rotation for massaging my hands, getting into the fascia level that's under your skin. So, fun fact, sometimes when we have stiffness and soreness, it's not even our muscle that's the issue, it's fascia that's just stuck. And so this melt method is a fantastic way to do that. I am not going to take time in this video. I am not certified to teach melt anyway. Highly recommend. PracticingSimpleWellness.com is a great website to find someone who's certified in melt to teach you that. I melt my hands probably 5 to 6 times a week to keep it going. So we've got suction cup, we've got melt balls. Next is power dot, and power dot is This is the Cadillac of recovery. It's E-stem, electric stimulation, and you put the electrodes over your muscles. And this power dot specifically has an app that goes on your phone. And the app shows you exactly where to put the electrodes to hit the muscles that you want to target. So on this arm, I'm showing you how to get into these muscles that are on the top of my forearm. If you're an aerialist, you know, right? Then we take this little guy, you're going to turn him on. Boom, you plug it in, and you put this guy on the rectangle. You put the oval on the rectangle, and then you put these little dots here. And that is that. On my other arm, I'm going to show you how I get to the inside of my forearm. For the inside of my forearm, it looks very similar. I'm going to put the rectangle here and the dots on this chunky meat of muscle. And this dot goes on this chunky meat of muscle. And same thing, I'm going to put this on the E-stem. Then I would just get on my phone, get in the app, and then turn it on. And it's going to massage my muscles. I can typically do other things while I'm E-stemming, but it will cause your hands to react to reflex. So you can't do fine motor stuff when you're E-stemming your forearms, and that kind of stinks. But these are my hacks to recovering and keeping my arms going. You can only train as hard as you can recover. If you're not recovering from your workouts and your training, you're going backwards and not forwards. You're headed toward an injury, not success. So, food, sleep, and then all these other things. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to give more information.